Welcome back to another NBA 2K17 rebuild. Today we are rebuilding the Dallas Mavericks. Age is a huge difference, you know. The young guys have chances to improve, but the old guys and the Mavericks are pretty old compared to other teams, hence the Magic. We need to do some big things with this Mavericks team. I'm not sure if that's trading away for elite caliber point guard or trading away for someone to help out Dirk, because once Dirk retires, let's say Dirk finishes out those 2 years. The third season, we're going to be Dirkless, and I don't think Dwight Powell is the next Dirk Nowitzki. So we're going to be looking through some trades and see if we could find anything. Who is our highest paid player? Dirk Nowitzki, respectively, finally. So moving forward, as an organization, the Dallas Mavericks need to get a little bit younger. So I feel like removing guys like Jonathan Gibson, who's, I believe, a rookie, but he's like 28 years old or something like that. Let me see. Yeah, 28. And then Quincy AC, who has like no outside game as of yet. And Andrew Bogut, who's on the decline. But we get guys like Cody Zeller and Spencer Hawes. I mean, Cody Zeller's only going to improve. And Spencer Hawes is a good stretch four. So this should be our first trade in the first season. Let's see if the Hornets take it. And they do. Cody Zeller is a promising young big man to go side by side with Dirk. And hopefully does a good job with Dirk. I mean, Dirk is just, he's an amazing guy, you know. So him and Dirk, that should be a nice little combo. Now, this trade right here just screams out, trade me. Rudy Gobert is an expiring contract, and he could walk at the end of the season. But to be able to get a guy like Rudy Gobert on this team would be absolutely amazing. He'd be a nice centerpiece with Dirk Nowitzki. Cody Zeller could slide up to that backup power forward position. And the contract's much cheaper. We lose a fan favorite in JJ Barea, unfortunately. But, I mean, what's bad about this trade? The chance of Rudy Gobert walking? I think that's the only negative with this trade, considering we get a whole lot younger with the two players that we're able to get. So let's do it, man. The Dallas Mavericks, the new look Dallas Mavericks team. Let's adjust the rotation. So here's what the roster looks like after the first two trades in the first season. I like this team now. It's not as good as it probably could be, but I like that we were able to get a big name such as Rudy Gobert and Cody Zeller as well. I like those two big men, but now unfortunately we have a lot of centers, and we can't trade away those said centers yet. So we'll simulate until trade deadline. Hopefully we win a few games and everything goes smoothly and we're at least in the playoffs. The goal for every season is to make the playoffs, and hopefully we're able to do that. But Wesley Matthews goes down already with the 4-6 injury. That's not good. Going to trade deadline, not the best win-loss record we probably could have gotten, considering other teams that we rebuilt. We've had just an outstanding amount of wins compared to this team. Like 24 wins, that's pretty underwhelming. Let's take a look at the playoff picture. We're a few games out of that 8th seed, so we'll keep the roster as is. Fingers crossed that we're able to sign at least Rudy Gobert, or at least one of them. You know, we don't want to walk away empty-handed, trading away our players for guys that are just going to walk. At the end of the first season, KD wins the MVP. That's actually pretty surprising. And then all the other awards that you may want to see here. We did not make the playoffs, unfortunately. We just couldn't do it. Our record was 35-47. This is the roster we have to work with. I mean, it's okay. Dirk went down. Torn left MCL. Hopefully he's good and is able to play at least one more season with us. So let's simulate the current finals and playoffs, and let's see who wins. Hopefully Dirk is able to stay at least one more season. Like I said, I want to be able to win him a second championship, and obviously the Warriors win a championship, and the Toronto Raptors get swept like usual. So it's the off season, and I cook up this trade for Seth Curry and Will Barton. If we could get Will Barton for this, that'd be absolutely amazing. And this is what they cooked up. They decided they want to give us Jameer Nelson. Do we have any other pick? I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Will Barton's a higher overall than Seth Curry. In 2K, he's a better player. And Jameer Nelson, you know, he could just go behind all the other guards that we have. And I don't mind this trade whatsoever. I like it. So we have the 8th pick in the draft, and man, the draft just takes way too long considering a lot of players get traded on draft night. So let's see the draft summary here. Who went? Okay, the Jazz had the first 2 picks. 76 overall. Harry Giles, Josh Jackson, Jason Tatum, and then Dennis Smith Jr. And the best available player is De'Aaron Fox out of Kentucky. Another Kentucky guy. Apparently Kentucky just breeds these amazing quality draft players that it's just the place a lot of top recruits flock to, considering it's a big name school. But De'Aaron Fox, last episode, the Magic, we drafted another Kentucky boy, so it's going to be interesting if this is an actual real player. And I'll be paying close attention to the Kentucky guys, considering they're, like I said in my last episode, they're on national television a whole lot more than any other team in the NCAA. At the end of the offseason, after the draft, De'Aaron Fox is our best point guard available, so he's the future of this team. We're handing him the keys. Able to re-sign guys like Darren Williams and Devin Harris for a lesser contract. I mean, Darren Williams was getting paid that much money for a 1-year contract. Now he's getting paid that much money for 3 years. We got to probably get rid of guys like Jameer Nelson and guys like Spencer Hawes, because Spencer Hawes had a player option that he accepted to get paid that $6 million contract. So I don't mind it. So here's how the rotation looks like for Season 2. I'm not going to do any trades right off the bat, but I might have to do a trade during trade deadline because Wesley Matthews is 77 overall. Will Barton is 78 overall, and he's coming off the bench as a 6-man. So Wesley Matthews has a huge contract compared to Will Barton. So maybe we could package him in with Spencer Hawes. And right now we can't trade away Spencer Hawes considering he just accepted his player option, unfortunately. So what did I just press? I pressed start, and that's too advanced stuff for me. So we're just gonna get on to simulating games and see what happens with this Dallas Mavericks team. Hopefully we're able to get some wins. And wow, not doing so good. The goal, wow, oh my god, 4 straight losses. Goal is more than 24 wins, but as of right now, man, we're taking losses early. This is ridiculous. Coming up on trade deadline, 27-27, a 500 record, and now we're above 500. It's better than last year's, but it's still not that good. So at the end of the second season, Kevin Durant's with the Clippers. That doesn't make any sense. And so is the Rookie of the Year. Wow, Rookie of the Year and MVP on the same team. That's pretty weird, I guess. Like, Greg Popovich is with the Sixers, and the Sixers have a 67-15 record. What? Who do the Sixers have? This is our roster. Rudy Gobert is out for 6 to 8 weeks. We did make the playoffs as the 8th seed, I do believe. And then Devin Harris is out as well, so that's not that good. But I really want to see who the Sixers have, because Popovich can't do that by himself. You know, he's an amazing coach, but if they don't have the players, they have... Wow, dude. DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard, Jahlil Okafor, Joel Embiid, Nerlens Noel, Joakim Noah, Popovich, what are you doing? What? Boban? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, dude. This team, essentially full of centers, made it to the playoffs as the first seed, a 67 and something record, with no legitimate point guard, no legitimate starting 2, Ben Simmons and Robert Cup. Like, what? Are you kidding me? That's absolutely amazing. Props to Greg Popovich and the Sixers for getting the first seed in the Eastern Conference with all those big men, but I don't think our future in this first round is that good, considering Rudy Gobert is hurt. But we're putting up a fight. Wow, we swept the Denver Nuggets as the 8th seed. Wow, the Sixers made it. I'm gonna keep a close eye on the Sixers, but so let's start simulating games against the Spurs. I don't know what happened to the Denver Nuggets, but I don't know how we're able to sweep them. But now the Spurs are putting up a fight. We're going back and forth here. Can we pull it? No, we can't. We can't, man. Spurs won and beat us, and the Sixers lost. The whole lineup of that many centers just was too good to be true. The Lakers almost made it to the NBA Finals, which is absolutely crazy. And then the Cavaliers ended up winning a championship against the San Antonio Spurs, unfortunately. So this is the offseason for the third season. This is all the stuff we were able to do. Wesley Matthews accepted his player option, so we're looking to trade him, considering that contract is disgusting compared to Will Barton's contract. And we were able to sign Sixers rookie, or he's not a rookie anymore, Rashawn Holmes. But yeah, I like this team. We're looking to trade Wesley Matthews, but if we can, I'm not complaining, considering it's a very complete team, if I do say so myself. And hopefully we're able to do a whole lot better than the 8th seed this season, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure we have to. Like, it's a must. This might be Dirk's final year, and we got to get Dirk a second NBA championship. If we could do this trade with the Orlando Magic for Bismack Biyombo and Mario Hezonja, for Joel Bolomboy and Wesley Matthews, this would be perfect, considering we get a backup big, and then just the contracts are more in my favor, and the potential is more in our favor. So let's see if they take that. They like Hezonja, but we got draft picks. No, they think they're giving up too much. Well, we got some more draft picks for you. I just give you all the draft picks, and there we go. They agreed. So going into the third season, I think that's the only trade we're going to do as of right now. We'll see if we need to do another one by trade deadline, but I like the roster. The Mavericks looking nice, man. Let's see if that translates into win in 2K. I would hope so, considering this is our last ditch effort here. We traded for some pretty big names, and first 2 games, rough start, but we're starting to win. And let's keep the momentum going. Coming up on trade deadline, 37-17. So let's keep it moving and see if we can continue the playoff push, and hopefully we make the first seed. That's the main goal now, because higher seeding is always better seeding, in my opinion. You know, it's always good to be a higher seed. So in the third season, KD wins MVP once again, back-to-back MVPs. Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year. He just won Rookie of the Year his other season, so now he's a Sixth Man apparently. And DeJounte Murray, Most Improved. That's nice. I like that. And we are the second seed. Unfortunately, we weren't able to beat the Golden State Warriors, but luckily we're not in that same bracket as Kevin Durant and Dennis Smith Jr. So let's take a look at the roster. Any injuries? We're going up against the Lakers. Biyombo's still hurt. He's out for the season, dude. Essentially, he's not coming back at playoffs at all. So we have to go about it without Biyombo. Hopefully we can. AJ Hams is there. We have some nice quality power forwards. And let's just hope for the best. I want to be able to win Dirk a second championship just in case he retires. And we were able to quickly get rid of the Los Angeles Lakers. And now going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Winning game 1, they win game 2. They win game 3. We win game 4. We win game 5, a moment of truth here, and we close out at game 6. Man, the Clippers had a struggle against the Blazers, then essentially swept the Spurs. Wow, the Spurs beat the Warriors. The Clippers have KD on their team. The record's not better than ours, but it's KD. You know, you got to be careful with Kevin Durant, and he just showed he caught up with us, and he has a 3-2 lead. Moment of truth here. Can we reach the finals and meet the Cavs? And we win game 6, game 7. It all comes down to this. And we were able to pull off a game 7. Let's see what happens with the Cavs. They win game 1. Uh-oh. We win game 2. We win game 3. And that's 4. And wow! The Cavs are only able to win game 1 against us. I'm not sure if an injury occurred. I just wanted this to be over with. And Rudy Gobert, Finals MVP. We did it. We won Dirk his second NBA championship. And to my surprise, let's see if he retires. He did. He retired as a champion. Fun rebuild. A very difficult rebuild compared to previous rebuilds that we've been able to do. But I like that we had a rookie lead our team in De'Aaron Fox. So he was a starting point guard. He played some pretty big minutes, and Dirk was able to ride into the sunset, leaving that 2-year contract out there and retiring as a champion. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.